and welcome to another episode of GeekOutdoors.com. I just got out of watching the Civil War, the Captain America versus Iron Man movie, and I just wanted to give my quick, non-spoiler-free review just after seeing this movie. Okay, so I'm going to try my best to keep this as spoiler-free as possible, and basically, the beginning of this movie, even before the actual movie began, you can't help but not think about Batman versus Superman. You know how it just wasn't the movie that you expected. But from the opening shots of Captain America: Civil War, it was already a better movie. I mean, I'm just putting it out there. The action was already got you in, and even the story itself, and I'm trying my best not to give away too many spoilers, but I just was like thinking, like, how can they get people into this movie? Because that's very important at the beginning. And so this is kind of part of the movie, might be a little bit spoiler free, but just the opening scenes with Captain America and Crossbones. That whole action sequence, it already brings you into the movie, not just from an action standpoint, but also the fact that you're intrigued by it, and then it just really ties it all into everything that's happened in the other movies, okay? And so those opening scenes alone just made you want to watch this movie. And then, as you're getting reintroduced to a lot of the characters and what happened, throughout Civil War and through the Avengers Age of Ultron, you're already back into it, but you're already also into a new movie. And I did want to mention a few things about this movie, okay, and then mainly the actual storyline. I can't believe how much I was really invested into this movie and the characters. I kind of thought it wouldn't be that exciting, I would say, because I couldn't think of, like, how can they get you back in the story. But the Russo brothers and the people who wrote the script and everything, they really did a great job of getting people back into this movie. And also the acting in this movie, just top notch all the way around. And I especially want to mention Chad Boseman as the Black Panther and also Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Without giving too much away, they are just awesome, and I can't wait for them to have their standalone Marvel movie versions of this, and not the Sony Fox version. And of course, Black Panther's new, so he has not had a movie yet. But they did an amazing job with them, and it just makes you want to watch it. And speaking of all the characters and stuff, everybody had their moment in it. It just reminds you so much of what they did so well with the Avengers, where there's so many different characters, but they were able to have their time to shine, And in terms of, like, the whole flow of the movie, what I really enjoyed about this movie was it gave you a reason to understand why Iron Man and Cap, and then all the characters on each side, why they would have this conflict. And there's not a real simple answer. And as you're watching the movie, the Russo brothers do a great job of, like, explaining things to you, like, it never was a time where you would think, like, why did this happen, like, unlike Batman versus Superman, why were they fighting, and it didn't make a lot of sense, but in this case, everything made sense. And then the revelations that came out, it kind of, it all made sense and explained a lot of things, but it also left some things unsaid too as well. So great job there. And I'm trying really hard not to give too many things away, but like the whole movie, it's really it's a really relationship-based movie, not just between Cap and the Winter Soldier, but also between all the characters. And as you see in the movie, there's other reasons why these relationships are so strong, but also why they become so conflicted as well. And you'll see when you see the movie. And in terms of, like, the other things, the special effects, we've always known the special effects in these Marvel movies have been great. But in this movie, there's real subtle effects that just really serves the story. And I want to specifically talk about a scene with Iron Man, and you'll see what I mean when you actually watch the movie. But overall, this is a really great movie. I'm trying not to give too much away. I might do a spoilers review later on, but definitely go check out Captain America Civil War. Great movie. Thumbs up on it. Much, much better than Batman vs. Superman. Thanks for checking out this episode. And as always, if you like these videos, be sure to click on the subscribe button. And for full written content,
audio content, and additional geek stuff, head over to geekoutdoors.com, and I'll see you outdoors on the very next episode.